Thanks to colours, had to give best on Sadler's Wells. But 3 days later at Epsom, most people were sure that they would have their derby with El Gran Senor. The 2,000 guineas winner started odds on in a field of 17, but he'd never raced more than a mile, and the fact of the matter was that nobody, repeat nobody, was to know how he would handle those final furlongs.
They're under starters' orders, and they're off.
Claude Monet was one who was quickly away, but has been joined immediately on the outside by Cataldi. Cataldi has been driven up into the lead with El Tarak in second place and Sassanoko going up to be third. Towards the end of the first quarter, Cataldi is making the running from Sassanoko and El Tarak, with Northern Fred fourth, Ilium is fifth. Behind Ilium, Telios, Claude Monet, El Grand Seigneur, Elegant Air. Just behind El Grand Seigneur and Elegant Air comes Alpha Betim, Sheer Heights, My Vulgar Boatman and Secreto, with K2 and Mighty Flutter at the rear of the field. Cataldi making the running by just over 2 lengths, with El Tarak is second. Northern Fred has gone up to be third. Telios is fourth. And as they come to the mile marker, it is Cataldi who is making the running by just under 2 lengths. El Tarak is second. Northern Fred is third. Telios is close up fourth. Behind Telios comes Claude Monet, Ilium, Elegant Air. Behind Elegant Air, El Grand Seigneur. Behind El Grand Seigneur, Sheer Heights. They're followed by Ilium and My Vulgar Boatman, with K2 at the rear of the field. Coming to the halfway stage of the race, and as Cataldi drops out of contention, it is El Tarak who's been sent up into the lead by just over 3 lengths, with Northern Fred second, Ilium is third, Claude Monet is fourth, El Grand Seigneur making headway is fifth. Behind El Grand Seigneur, Telios. Behind Telios comes Sheer Heights, My Vulgar Boatman and Alpha Betim. The leader now coming down towards the foot of Tapnam Corner, and it is At Tarak who is the leader as they come down with just over 3 furlongs to race. Tarak is the leader, clear from El Grand Seigneur. Behind El Grand Seigneur comes Claude Monet. Secreto is making ground. Alpha Betim is beginning a run on the wide outside. They've got just over 2 furlongs to race, and it is At Tarak from Telios. El Grand Seigneur is coming up very smoothly now to join his rivals. Secreto finishing strongly, but it is El Grand Seigneur and Secreto. Secreto on the outside of El Grand Seigneur. There's little to choose between the two. Secreto on the outside of El Grand Seigneur as they come down towards the winning post, with El Grand Seigneur from Secreto, and these two with Mighty Flutter coming through to be third.
So what do we make of that? Well, when a jockey's been beaten a short head in a derby at odds on, the world will always be free with its advice. But looking at this replay, my view is that if there had been a mistake by Pat Eddery, it had already happened before this picture, being too close to the leaders at the top of the hill. So when At Tarak and Claude Monet dropped away, Eddery was bound to be in a horrible dilemma, in front in the derby on a horse who might not get home, and who had a history, don't forget, of pulling up when in the lead. Second guessers claimed that Pat should now have kicked clear, but they'd have hung him if he got beat. You know, this may not have been much of a derby. Just watch El Gran Seigneur's head at the closing stages and see if you agree that the likely truth is that at the end of this testing 1.5 miles, El Gran Seigneur just had nothing left in the locker. What's Pat Eddery's view?
Well, looking at the race now, I think, you know, if it was run again, I would sit back a bit further back than I did. I came there very easy. I got such a good run that you know, things went too well.
First Secreto, second El Grand Seigneur, third Mighty Flutter.
After all